Hi, everyone. It's me, C Lefty Run, with my week 5 training update. So last time I left you, I was like, oh, woe is me. It's been hot. I didn't want to do this. I don't know what I'm going to do, right? Because marathon training is hard and we all go through ups and downs. It's just part of the process. I don't know why we think it's supposed to be easy. And then it gets hard. Not we, I'm going to speak for myself. And then when I think it's supposed to be easy, and then it gets hard and I'm like, want to quit. So, a lot of thinking this week. So let me get into the week. Week 5, I ran 50 miles this week. So much for someone who wants to quit, like who's not doing it, right? So clearly I am doing it, which I'll get to. Well, I'll just get to it now. So I thought about it and I was just like, why am I running this race? Am I running it for PR? Am I running it for joy? What's like my intention? And I really do like Revel Big Bear. It's pretty, it's close to my house. I don't have to take any time off work. I don't have to change any time zones. It gives me something to work towards. So yeah, so I'm gonna run the race and I'll assess as I get closer if I'm going to run it for a PR or if I'm just going to run it to stay like fit and keep my base up. And it gives me something to like, it's fun to have a goal, right? Gives me something to work towards. So, because I could run Long Beach. I just don't, I've ran Long Beach Marathon twice. It's hot, even though it's around the corner from my house. I don't want to do Long Beach. So then I thought about that too. Well, Long Beach is equally convenient. You don't want to do that. And I'm like, yeah, because I just really like the Big Bear course. And so I am going to do it. Don't know what my goal is yet. So some things I want to talk about this week because my mileage is starting to increase, particularly on Saturdays. And fueling, like I've been fueling every 4 miles. I think that works well for me. I used to fuel every 6. So I found a combination finally that I really enjoy. So in the morning prior to my long run on Saturday, I would traditionally have a Kodiak cake in a cup and like some coffee. So then I had heard that some people have Pop-Tarts. So this Saturday I tried a Pop-Tart and I liked it because it was just kind of easy on the stomach. I didn't feel like I was eating too much. I hate eating in the morning. It's really hard for me. So I had the Pop-Tart and I liked it. So whether I have this or whether I have this, I have one of these two things before I head out. And then during the run, I've always loved these Honey Stinger Gold. It's just like, tastes like honey. It's really good. I don't have any gag reflexes. I just got more from the feed. So, yes, so these came in, love them. And then I also tried this Spring Energy and it's got more carbs, more calories, because everyone's like, you got to get 60 carbs an hour. Not everyone, but my run club, that's what they suggest. So 60 to 90, I'm like, I'll do 60, thanks. So this has 180 calories and it's got a lot of carbs. Hold, why can't I see carbs? I feel like it's got like 44 grams of carbs. Why can't I see the carbs? 45 grams of carbs, 45 grams of carbs. So I think, oh, this is so good. It's the Awesome Sauce apple is the flavor. And it tasted like apple cinnamon pie. It tasted like applesauce, which I've been like, I eat applesauce just on the regular, just because I'm like a toddler. And I hate apples, but I like applesauce. So really liked the flavor of this. So these two, I think, are going to work out for me. After a long run, like this Saturday, I went 14 miles. I ended my run at my son's soccer game because I have kids and they're in sports and it's really hard to do everything. So I was like, oh, I'm not going to be able to get home and shower before his game starts. I'll just run to the game and be a sweaty mess. So I had my husband bring one of these for when I arrived at the game. I could quickly drink it just to get the protein in and the carbs in and all that stuff. Because it's really important that you get something in within like a half an hour after a long run. So I'll have something like this, and then I'll get home and I'll eat like a real meal. But if I don't have time in the moment, I'll do at least something like this. And I like this because it's got 30 grams of protein. And they have another Fairlife one that's like 26. That one's good too. It's higher calories, less protein. I don't understand. And I like the taste of it. There's that for nutrition. Shoes on Saturday. I'm going to go over my Saturday run, but I ran in the Saucony Endorphin Pro 3. Loved it. 2 thumbs up. Big keeper. That will be my race day shoe. And then I told you about, or maybe I didn't, you can look on my Instagram. I had the New Balance Super Comp trainer, and that gave me blisters, made me bleed. It was a fun shoe. It just rubbed under my ankle. So I returned that, and I'm waiting for the Saucony Endorphin Shift 3. I like Saucony and I like New Balance. Those are my 2 choices. I'm not a big Asics fan. People love Asics. Which one just came out? The Nova Blast 3. Everyone's talking about it like it's the second coming of Christ. They just have never really worked for me. I'm not even going to try the Nova Blast 3. Nova Blast 2, I hated it. So anyway, I'm waiting for the Saucony Endorphin Shift 3 to come. I imagine it's a lot like the Ride 15, which I love the Ride 15. But now that I'm increasing my mileage, on my days that I go easy, I need something that's going to like protect my legs. And I don't feel like there's enough cushion in that shoe. But if I was running like 25 miles a week, the Ride would be great. So that's my story on the shoes. I wanted to talk about my plan. So I have been using a 55-mile downhill plan prior to training for this Revel Big Bear. I always used the beginner plan with 2 SOS workouts. I thought I was going to up my game a bit, ready to try something new, did the 55-mile plan. And it's just, I need my speed. I can afford 2 days for speed work, right? I do it on Tuesdays after work. That's a big compromise for me because I am a loyal morning runner. Do not mess with me in the evenings. But that Tuesday run, I make an exception. I grit it out in the evenings. And then the 55-mile downhill plan had me doing like speed on Thursdays, like 9 miles. And I'm like, I can't do that before work, and I'm not going after work because I just can't fit that into my lifestyle. So I would move it to, I was just doing all this finagling, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to do a hybrid. I'm so kind of doing a little bit of the 55-mile plan mixed with the 18-week beginner with 2 SOS. We'll see if it blows up in my face or not, but that seems to be working for me now. I kind of look at like what run is suggested on both days, and then I choose one. So based on my schedule, but I cannot do tempo and speed during the morning hours in the week. It's too dark. I'm going to trip. Then I have to be visible on the street. So then I have stoplights, and all of those things just don't work in the morning. So my week, Sunday, I have a Proform 9000 treadmill, which comes with the iFit. Tommy Rivers Pusey is my hero. I have like he's the reason I'm improved my running so much, if I'm being blatantly honest. And, so he has a program on iFit right now where he is running Boston. And I don't know if you're familiar with him or not. If you're not, like, seriously get familiar with him, but he was like on the verge of death. He got a rare form of cancer, was in a medically induced coma for months. Like, just man's just like really a superhero. Like, if there's a real life superhero, that's him. I'm sure he'd hate for me to say that. Because like he seems really like humble and like wouldn't want that put on him, but to me he is, so he's just gonna have to take it. But anyway, so he's running Boston, and he's doing like a run walk, and it's a 7 series, and it's just amazing that he was even able to get to Boston and run it, because he walked New York in November, and here he is a couple months later walking Boston. It's crazy. They needed to put a cape on the man. Anyway, so I'm doing that series with him. So I did the first one on Sunday. I made it my easy run. I set the treadmill at like a 10-minute pace, and I just do with Tommy. And at first I registered for Boston on Monday, and I thought, I don't want to do this treadmill run through Boston, because should I get in, I don't want it to ruin the experience. And then I thought about it. I was like, no, I need the motivation, and it'll be kind of good for me to get a preview of the course. I'm so glad I did it. I really enjoy, I'm looking forward to my Sunday runs doing this series with him. So anyway, 6 miles with ribs on Sunday, Boston, at like a 10-minute pace. That's my happy pace. My heart rate stays low. It's amazing. Monday, I did an easy 6 with Stephanie. My average pace was a 9:46, and then I registered for Boston. Yay, I'll let you know. Tuesday is a wacky day because I'm trying to stay loyal to my plan, but I'm also trying to fit in my Runner's High Run Club social runs because I enjoy that. And I've talked about that before. So I did what my plan called for, which was 6 times a half mile at a 7:30 pace. So, and then a 1.5 mile warm up, 1.5 mile cool down. So that gave me 6 miles. So I did the on off 7:30. It was tough, but I got through it. And then I met my run club that evening for 3 miles and of speed, and they did 4 times 1200. So my 1200s were 8:09 was the first one, which I was like slow. And then I kind of went into it thinking I did my speed, like I'm just like gonna do the social thing and try to take it easy. And that's the thing, like when you're with other people who are running fast, it's really hard to like pull back. So 8:09, and then I did the second one at 7:47, 7:42, and 7:41. That's what I'm noticing too about my running, which has been a big improvement, is that I'm kind of negative splitting without trying, because I recognize that I do need a good 2 miles to warm up. So once, if I honor that, if I just kind of take my time within the 2 miles, I'm able to gradually bring my paces down. Wednesday is my off day, really needed it. Thursday was interesting. So I did 6 miles easy with my friend Stephanie at a 9:45 pace. And then I had an 8-mile run scheduled for Friday. But on Thursday, there was this 5K beer run that our local running store, Runner's High, was hosting. And you could do the 5K. They let you try out the Saucony Endorphin Speeds 3, and then you got a ticket for beer afterwards. I was like, sign me up, totally free. So Dan and I went, my husband, and he is actually doing the Malibu Triathlon as we speak. So he was like, yeah, it'd be good for me to, I was like, all right, we'll take it easy. Well, he did not take it easy. So since he didn't take it easy, I didn't take it easy this 5K. And I had the speeds on, which by the way, I also loved. I almost like bought them, but I have 2 pairs of speed 2s that I'm wearing, and I have 1 in the box. So, but I like 3s better. But I got to stop. It's getting out of hand with the shoes. So anyway, so I did the 6 in the morning, then I did the 5K, which got me to 9. So what did I do? Oh yeah, faster. Like, I don't know why my husband wanted to go fast, but so I did 8:12, 8:01, 7:51. Friday, since I did 9 on Thursday, I just did an easy 5.5 at 9:45. Interesting that my easy paces are falling around 9:45. Last cycle, they were falling around 9:30. I don't know if it's a weather thing. I don't know if it's fitness thing. I don't know if, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it means. Maybe it means nothing. Saturday, I did 14 miles. The 55-mile downhill plan called for 16. The SOS, the beginner with 2, called for 12. So I did 14. I was like, I'm gonna split the difference because it was a busy day with my son, both of them having soccer games and all that stuff. And my oldest started at 9. I was like, great, you can't start 11, it's gotta be 9 o'clock. So anywho, ran, I already talked about what shoe I ran it in. But so 14 miles, 8 miles at goal marathon pace. And I already showed you what I had every 4 miles, which was really interesting. The cross country kids are starting to use my park to train. And it's kind of motivating though, to see them all out there and running, because it's a good park. Let me tell you, it's a good one. And a lot of people don't know about it, but it's just this circle. It's like a 2-mile circle and there's 2 of them. And the terrain's a little bit different, you know. I notice when I run clockwise as opposed to counterclockwise, I go counterclockwise faster than I go clockwise. So I'll switch it up too. I think it's good to switch it up too, just because the pressure that you're putting on Barry's legs and whatnot. So 14, 8 miles at marathon pace. Here goes nothing. 7:57, 7:59, 7:59, 7:55. That 7:55 came from a cross country girl that was running, and I was trying to catch her. I'd never caught her, but she inspired me. 7:58, 7:59, 8:02, and 7:56. So really good. Considering last week I wanted to quit and I didn't finish the run, that was great. And you want to know why it was great? Here's why. There was a break in the weather. It's been like cooler, less humidity. It's like, hallelujah, maybe fall is coming, but I think I'm being tricked. It's all a trick. Next weekend, it's going to be hotter than heck again. And I'm going to be crying about how hot it is and I can't run and blah, 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 blah. And you're going to have to listen to it. So just prepare, because I think it's supposed to be 90s next weekend. Anyway, that was my week in a nutshell. 50 miles. Yeah. Anyway, hope your running is going well. Hopefully, if it's been hot where you are, you had some type of breakthrough too, or if not, it's coming. So hang in there and we'll see how this goes. Week 5 in the bag. I will see you next week.